Hey guys, welcome back to Just Carve Rob. And this is going to be a beginning wood spirit, like this guy was here. Okay, so this is just a your basic wood spirit. And these lines are just for reference. Probably won't even come close to them. We're going to give this guy a little bit longer nose. Okay, so this piece of cottonwood bark. My bench is still a mess. Let's see. It's roughly 5 inches wide here, and then tapers down. And it's about 3 inches, 2.5 inches thick. So we're not going to be able to go super deep with this space, but this will just be the basic. Okay. So we drew our center line in. Zoop, right there. There's our center line. Drew our nose in. This will be our eyebrow, or yeah, our eyebrows. Not for our eyes, but our eyebrows. Right there. This will be the width of our face. Our beard's going to be blown this way since the bottom of it goes this way. And we kind of got our mustache just kind of flowing that way. I don't know if we'll put a mouth in them or not. Probably not, just because this is going to be a basic Rob. Just basic. Basic cottonwood bark wood spirit is what this guy's going to be. I've already cleaned it up with the cut saw disc. So we took all the surface bark off, and I see a crack over here, so we'll have to see how that all plays out. Okay, so let's go ahead and fire up the noisemakers and get this guy started cutting out. We're going to start out with the Dremel 4000 and the saber-tooth elongated flame burr, because of that little needle point there. Well, maybe I should change over to the cut saw flame burr. I'm going to have to change back to do these, I think. And this here, and that there. Alright. So when you're cutting your nose in, guys, make sure that you don't have your burr on an angle and undercut your nose. What I like to do is actually, I'll actually have the point of my burr pointed away from my nose. Okay, away from the nose, just so that I don't undercut my nose. Because you can always bring it back, right? You can always straighten it up and bring it back. But if you go in like this, and this spins clockwise, so it's going to want to pull you that way. It's going to want to pull you into the nose. So unless you got a really good grip on this thing, this way here it's spinning away, so it wanted to do this for you. But over here it's going to want to pull you in. So I always try holding my burr, my deal here, slightly on an angle away from the nose. And remember, as you go deeper with these burrs, they get fatter. So pay attention to that when you're cutting in, because before you know it, that fat part will end up pushing your line all the way up into here. So pay attention to that too. Alright? So there's just a few tips. I don't know if they're any good. And we got to cut our forehead in right here. I think the forehead might be a little bit high. So we can adjust all that on the fly. Right? We can cut the forehead in where it is. And instead of cutting on this side of the line for our eyebrows, we can cut on this side of the line and move it up. So that's probably what we'll do. Alright, let's fire up the noisy stuff and get started. And always remember, welcome back to Just Carve Rob and the Shop Inspector. Alright, are you guys ready to get this party started? let's carve it. All right, so we've got the Dremel 4000 with the saber tooth elongated flame burr in the color of green, which is, I believe, saber tooth's coarse burr. And we're getting the forehead rounded in, and we are cutting the eyebrow in. Now we're going to come in, we're going to cut down alongside the nose. Angling, make sure I'm keeping that burr angled outward from the nose, away from the nose. Then we'll come under and cut in the point of the nose. Feather that all back a little bit. Do the other side. Usually I wait to bring the ridge of the nose down, but we just jumped right into it here. Right into it to cut that down. Yep. We'll get all the mustache cut in. Cut around. Get all that, start feathering that cottonwood bark back. This is an older saber-tooth burr, so it's a little on the wore out side. Still works great on soft wood like this cottonwood bark. We're going to feather that mustache back up under the nose there. We're just going to keep working it around. Get that all cut in. So you can see we kind of jump all over the place. Trying to keep everything symmetrical. Work back and forth on the nose. We work under the nose, on the mustache. Because we know we want our nose to poke way out. We're going to cut the eye ridge back. The eyebrow ridge back. We're feathering remember, the top of your mouth is round, so you want to make that round where the mustache is. Right? You want to push the outsides of the mustache down to give the top of your mustache under your nose that round, I think they call it the barrel of the mouth. Get it round. And we're going to cut some cheeks in there. Cutting the cheekbones in. Get that mustache cut in. And keep rounding that mustache over. Push that forehead back a little bit more. You can always make your forehead longer, guys. If you think your forehead's running a little short on you, you can always push it in and up. Make it deep, make it higher up. And I can see we're cutting the length of the eye channels in deeper and longer. And we're going to bring those eye channels right to the side of the head. And then later on here, we'll actually, once we get the depth of the face that we want it, we'll come in with the tool, with the burr, and do a little scoop right there by the eyes, so it makes the cheeks like raise up. You'll see what I'm talking about. Clean up a little bit more. One of these days I'll remember to bring my 1/4-inch burrs in from the other shop, and we can use, I got a Dremel 732 heavy duty flex shaft with the 1/4-inch handpiece on it, so we can get rid of some of this bulk material all at once here. I don't have a Fordham. Back when I was looking at them, the 732 Dremel and the Fordham were about the same price. And for some reason, I don't know, I went with the 732 Dremel. They don't make it anymore. It's a 1/5 horse Dremel motor, like a Fordham. And I've had it since 2003 when I got that. Always write the date that I got my tools right on them. So number one, for warranty, so you know when you bought it. Number two is to see how long it lasts. You can see we're working the canals for the eyes in. And the deeper you push your eyes in, the further your top of your cheeks will stick out. So I always like taking my eyes pretty deep, and then I can decide how far I want my cheeks to stick out. If you go too shallow with the eye placement, a lot of times you don't get that good cheek effect. Cheek effect. And I admit I'm a little heavy on the cheek. In case you didn't see it in the beginning of the video, this is part one, where we're just going to get this face all roughed in. And then part two, we will come back and put the hair in. And let me know in the video, in the comments, if you guys want to see me put eyes in this guy. I know it's just supposed to be the basic cottonwood bark wood spirit. So we can just do the hollow eyes or no eyes. The hollow eyes is we just go up and under that eyebrow and carve up in there. Right now it's still set up where we could put real eyes in them. We may end up having to take our nose and stuff down a little bit more, but because when you start pushing the eyes in, of course, it starts going, the cheeks get deeper, so you might have to cut them down a little bit. Right now, he's pretty much where he needs to be for that. But let me know in the comments below. So we'll be doing the hair. We'll be cutting the hair in and that kind of stuff in the next video. So we'll be finishing them up in the next one. So, and well, I think we'll put some I'll show you guys how I do the age lines in this guy. So it won't just be, oh, well, man, the next video is just gonna be hair. I know it's boring. But no, we'll put some crow's feet and some age lines in and good stuff like that there. But this is just basically how to get that wood spirit shape face in there. And don't be afraid to go deep. Carve it in deep. And make sure you guys go over and check out Jordy Johnson over at Carving Fusion. The king of the wood spirits. Jordy Johnson, Carving Fusion. And yeah, we got a bunch of guys we could give shout outs while we're cutting these eye channels in here. Dan Carpio, C-A-R-P-I-O. Dan's been carving some hillbillies over there. Dan does all of his carving with a knife. Right now he does. So check out Dan Carpio. Make sure you go check out Sean Brooks over at Pen on Fire and Wood Carving. Pen on Fire and Wood Carving. Oh, it sounds like my voice is getting a little hoarse. Get a little hoarse in there. Here it is, March. And we just got today another 5 inches of snow with more to come overnight. So here's the problem with that. The ground just started defrosting. So now instead of plowing snow, you're also plowing dirt. So that means later on this spring, you get to go back with a rake and rake all the dirt that you plowed up into a pile in your snowbank. Yep, that's what's going to happen. And we're getting the nostrils cut in there. Basically, this is a one burr dude here for the most part. We'll probably end up using smaller burrs in the micromotor when we start doing the age line and crow's feet and that kind of stuff. Maybe when we do the eyes. I really like using that micromotor for when I'm doing the eyes because I don't have the flex shaft is awesome, right? But it still offers quite a bit of resistance, where the micromotor just has a power cord. So it's like no big deal to, okay, suck up all the dust to manipulate the handpiece. Ooh, big words, manipulate. Okay, now you can see what I'm talking about. Cutting the, right there, cutting and making that cheek pop out a little bit better. See? Right there. That makes that cheek pop way out. So it's kind of narrowing, it's kind of bringing the temples in, but it's also making that cheek pop out. Now, if you don't like the big fat cheeks, you can just whittle them down with your tool. And you can make them as thin or as pointy, or I don't know. I'm stuck on with the round cheeks. So that's how it goes. Old Ben over at Studio on the Lake. Say hi to Ben. How you doing, Ben? Wood Psycho. New guy I started watching. He's pretty good, pretty good. Go check out the Wood Psycho. And that's about it for this one, guys. We're coming down to the line on part 1. So make sure you share, subscribe, and like. And tell your friends, tell your neighbors. I see a giveaway coming in the near future. Yep, I can see it happening. We're going to have a, when we hit, we're at like 3,700. I think when we hit 4,000, we will have a giveaway. Say hi to Claire and Anna and Chris Snow. There it is. Share, subscribe, and like. Be awesome. Carve something awesome. Carve every day if you can. I know that's the pot calling the kettle black. Had some back issues, so haven't been able to carve every day. And the weather has not been helping around here. And Anna and Claire and Gypsy Rose, we'll see you guys on the next one, all right? All right, bye.